So, did you see that video from like last week or the week before of the buffalo in that camp that tried to kill that old man?
That threw that old man 15 feet in the air.
You look old, you've lived a good life. Come here. Like, golly, man, that was nuts. Hey everybody, welcome to today's episode of the TexTenn podcast. Me, Keith Hevlin, along with Clay Blair, who looks haphazardly putting his podcast together.
Got everything turned to D&D. We're ready.
So we're gonna have any ringing phones or anything great like that today.
It's hot in here though. It's just, again, magical outside.
Magical. It's magical outside. Absolutely. How you doing, man?
Pretty fine.
Pretty fine. Can't complain.
Mm-mm.
So I had a wonky shirt on today, so I had to like put this on so I didn't like blind you with my stripes today.
Vibration of your shirt.
Yeah. So you're welcome. You're welcome. So, this week has been absolutely insane for me. I'm getting ready to take the kids, and Deanna and myself to East Tennessee. We're going to go do the, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, North Carolina side of the Smokies. So, trying to get everything wrapped up so we can get the heck out of here.
How long is that trip? How long you be gone?
8 days.
Cool.
Have you ever been?
I've been to Tennessee, and really just Nashville, and Jamie and I drove down to Franklin.
Yep. Where the
went to the zoo.
Live.
We went to the Nashville Zoo. I petted a kanga.
A kanga?
Mm-hmm. It was cool.
I've never been to the Nashville Zoo. I've also don't think I've ever petted a kangaroo either.
I think that there was some, like, I don't know, mini zoos around when I was a kid around here. But that Nashville Zoo, I think that was the first real zoo that I've been to. Brad made me go to that alligator farm, but at San Marcos one time.
I knew there was an alligator farm in San Marcos.
Gross.
Doesn't it get too cold in San Marcos to have an alligator farm?
No, I mean, they live down here.
Yeah, it's fair. I saw a dead alligator on my way back from Houston earlier this week.
Really?
Where
on
Bayside. Yeah, it got run over. I mean, it's little, but yeah, it was weird. Very strange. Mm-hmm. So, anyway, so zoos. So I've been to Knoxville Zoo. I think we went to the Chicago Zoo when we were up there with the kids when they were little. Knoxville Zoo is really nice and way better than it was when I was a kid. But the San Antonio Zoo is really nice as well. I've
never been there.
It's really nice. I
haven't been to the Alamo either.
Never?
You
never had a school class that went to Alamo?
I guess it was just too far.
Have you ever walked around outside the Alamo?
I've walked past it.
So
Jamie always wanted to go.
Past it?
It's been a long time.
So it's completely different now. You know how there used to be a road right in front of it?
Okay.
It's now been blocked off and you can just walk across everything. And the building that was across the street directly from the front of the Alamo, they basically gutted the entire thing. It was just steel beams the last time I went there. They're redoing the whole thing. It's super nice out there now.
Jamie always wanted to go, and I would tell her, I think it burned down.
That seems like a lie.
I mean,
so you're admitting to lying.
It technically did burn down.
It's still there.
Somewhere around 1836, I think.
Sure. So technically still there. At least it was when I went. Unless it burnt down in the last 6 months. It's still there.
I'm sure it's just fine.
I feel like what you should do is take Jamie.
To the Alamo and the zoo and the San Antonio Zoo.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to go to the zoo if you don't want to. I would not do it.
I'd go
this
to the
month.
zoo.
It's way too magical this month. I would wait.
This is the wrong.
I would wait until October, November, and then go because it would be fantastic. No, I mean, there's everything around the Alamo right now is pretty cool. I mean, go at night; it's much more fun. Just all the stuff that they have going on down there. But then, what's the neighborhood with all the cool restaurants and stuff that's fairly close to there?
The Pearl.
Yeah, you should.
That's where Sarah Kate lives.
Oh, is it? So yeah,
it's cool.
Just go take her
I
to
know.
Alamo. Go visit
I
Sarah
know.
Cape.
I
Quit
know.
being a stick
I
in the
know.
mud.
I know.
What's wrong with you?
I know.
Jeez, man. All you care about is selling tractors. Why
Which
don't you
we
take
are.
Jamie to go do something fun? Yeah. Jeez.
Jamie, pack up. We're going to the Alamo.
Going that, but not right now. Too magical.
Not now. It's too magical.
Pack up later. Yeah. So it's interesting. So okay, we're gonna do a little bit of hiking because my angle I can't do a whole lot of actual hiking, so we're gonna do some like easy hiking. But one of the places we're going is like Andy's Bald or something like that while we're back there in the Great Smoky Mountains, and it gets like pretty cold up top because it's like windy and like 50s or 60s, and then we're also gonna go do some caverns that are like high 50s, low 60s. So it's gonna be that's gonna be magical. Going from how magical it is here to having like where it gets cool at night, it's pretty fantastic. I mean, my kids won't know what to do. They'll probably freeze to death, but everybody's got to take a hoodie. But it's gonna be pretty awesome. Yeah, no joke. Okay, so have you seen this thing with all these migrants pouring over from Morocco into Spain?
I saw, yes, last night.
Did you see how many?
Yeah.
60,000 people. Now, Spain is now saying that like half of them have already gone back, but 60,000 people is more than what live in that city, apparently.
Yeah.
Like, that's freaking nuts. So, yeah, right. So, like, 41 people have died. I literally just had this pulled up. Like, 41 people have died since they started pouring over, like, because they tried to swim as well, and they just drown. Can't actually make the swim all the way over. But also the leader of the EU basically came out and said, like, people can't just disrupt our borders and like not follow the rules. I'm like, wait a minute. The EU's been the one who's just saying, just come on, come one, come all, just, fill up all these countries except for Poland because they're the only ones with the brain. It's fine.
I don't know the backstory to that.
I didn't get that far. Yeah.
To that, all of a sudden, those people flooding in through those gates. I don't know what the backstory is.
I don't either. I didn't have time to actually look. I was trying to look at it before we jumped on. But yeah, I mean, it's all I know is like that's one. It's just dangerous. Can you imagine living there and having that many people pouring across the border? It's like, whoa, that gets scary real quick.
Yeah.
But apparently they're going back because like the army's saying, hey, you can't go any further. You got to get out of here. And there's not the resources to support 60,000 immigrants that just happen to pour across the border. Like, gosh, that's just terrifying. But again, it goes back to, 4 years ago, everybody would have been saying, oh, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Like, what's the problem? But the reality is that's what makes a nation is the fact that you can secure your borders and protect the people that live within your borders, right?
Right.
Like, that's one of the main functions of government, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, I can't imagine people doing that like to somebody like Russia or China and expecting
nobody would.
Yeah, expecting to survive that.
Yeah.
I mean, they just mow them down, right?
Right.
Like, yeah, you're dead. Like, goodbye. So, I don't know. It's, again, terrifying to think that people are actually living there, then that starts happening. Like, imagine being there with your kids and all these people start rushing in. Ooh, that's kind of terrifying. So, on our water update, city council is still useless. Shocker.
You got lake levels? Start with lake levels.
I don't have lake levels. I'll have them momentarily. But what I do know is that the Nueces River got so high that it started flowing backwards into Choke Canyon. Because the river coming out of Choke Canyon like got too high that it went backwards. So Lake Corpus Christi, as of last night, was at 34.1%. As of right now, it's 35.9%. They're still saying, they say that it'll get to, by next Tuesday, Wednesday, it'll get to 100%, assuming they don't like release a ton out. And the interesting thing is I can't find anybody who says like what the release strategy is for Lake Corpus Christi, releasing water. Like everybody's kind of like, I don't know. And let's see, 24.9% is where, Choke Canyon is. So
I drove over the Nueces at George West the other day on 59, and I was hoping, I was like, oh, cool, I'm going to get to see this, huge river. It wasn't there yet. I was massively disappointed.
Yeah. It's amazing how long it takes for this water to get down.
I know.
Like, it's just nuts. So as of yesterday, the combined water level is 27.4%. It's pretty good compared to where we were.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's pretty fantastic. So again, thank God, legitimately thank God, because our city council were promising a lot of money, but no water in the near future or even the far future.
I saw that. What's the city manager's name? Zanoni or something?
Yeah, Peter Zamboni.
He was out on the record the other day saying we're good now until
September 2028.
September 28, right?
Yeah. Right. But again,
what are y'all going to do now? Just go home? You got anything else to do, I guess?
Because here's the thing is, when I first visited here 12 years ago, they were talking about this drought that had been going on for a while, and we had to have a desal plant because that's the only way that is guaranteed, whether it rains or not, we at least have a source of water coming in to mix in with all these other sources, because all the other sources rely on whether or not it rains. Because again, groundwater has to come from somewhere. Comes from the sky, it refills it once it rains. But all these projects that the city has, that all these the Fatal Five is what most people are calling them. The Fatal Five, all the projects they want to do are either going to be backed by people that they're friends with, or a combination of ultimately come from rain, because all the groundwater stuff is still coming from whether or not it rains and it gets recharged. So at some point you can still use up that resource. The thing that you're never going to use up is the Gulf of America, because it will continue to have water in it. So it's amazing to me. And now these less than stellar city council members that we have, is what we'll say, are saying that we should just put it on the ballot. We should do it as a bond on the ballot and see if the people will vote for it. So I've seen two surveys. One said 76% of people are for the desal plant on Inner Harbor, and then another one was like 85% from one that just went off 2 or 3 days ago. Like 85% of people are like, yes, do it. We need another source.
Can we have water? That's what they should put on the ballot. Do you want water?
Yes or no. Check yes or no.
That's right. Yes, no.
Go. We're doing a desal, because again, if you pull groundwater from yet another place, you're stealing water from the people that is directly above that, right? But also, you can still run out of it. And I don't know that these people understand that. I don't know if they're smart enough to. So it's interesting. I don't know how our podcast has turned into Water/Corpus Christi City Council.
Change the name of the podcast.
Yeah, it's not TexTenn anymore. It's Keith is really frustrated with the people running the city. But, so they started trying to kick out Paulette, the mayor. And then they're like, we're going to pause. We're going to pause until August 6th and 7th. So it's interesting. It's called a tribunal, and the other city council members get to be the judge, jury, and executioner. It's insane. So when they're doing things that in the court of law, like a normal courtroom, they could object to and then, sustain it or not. They just basically say, okay, cool. Just keep moving. And the person in charge is Kaylin Paxson, because she's the mayor pro tem right now. So she's the one that's in charge. So what these guys are going to do is they're going to delay this out far enough, because August 17th, I think, is the cutoff for mayor. So Paulette is running for mayor again, but they're going to delay it until after August 17th, so nobody else can throw their ring throw their hat in the ring. And then they'll kick her out after that, because people are going to not run against her because they don't want to run against her. But then they'll kick her out afterwards, and they can't go back and put their name in. So they're playing a long game. Again, they're smart in some aspects, dumb in others. But when it comes to manipulating everything, they're quite good at it.
Pretty good at it.
Well, I mean, I say that they're pretty good at it. They're pretty good at manipulating the rules, but they're not good at manipulating the people, because everybody can see exactly what they're doing. And they're doing things that they're not supposed to do, that they're not allowed to do, and will likely be overturned by courts, but it'll be way too late. So, and they know that. So play the game, right? Really, really frustrating. So what are you going to do about it?
I'm not going to do anything about it.
You got to run.
I'm not.
You got to run.
No.
District 1, at large. Mayor. Ooh.
No.
Jamie, Mayor. Mayor Clay. Dude, you like being the center of attention. This would be like you on the big stage.
I want to be
Okay,
mayor.
be at large.
I don't want to be the mayor and have twerps like you always gripe and complain and calling me.
I haven't complained about, I'm not complaining about Paulette at all. Paulette's on the right side of history here. So you're welcome. I would be supporting you all the way, Clay. And I would tell you behind the scenes that I wouldn't do it like publicly. I'd be like, Clay, that's wrong. Don't do that. Don't do that. I think you should totally do it. We should get Jeff on. Oh, Jeff could do it.
I'll ask him. I'll see him tonight. It'll be a quick answer. It'll probably be faster than mine. You know what?
Okay.
You know what you should do, Jeff? Run for mayor. No.
And what about like District 1? Still no?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I tried.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that's all the local news I have for right now. What else has been happening in the world other than your boy Elon's stock is dropping like a rock? But
like his personal,
SpaceX.
like him as a person, or his value?
His value and SpaceX value has dropped like a rock. Oh, today. So, yeah, at a high, it was at $113, and right now, oh no,
well,
I'm sorry.
I mean, you knew that was going to happen. That always happens. When
it was at 201 is where it is as high as it got, and it's at 108 right now. So it's almost 50%.
Yeah, when a company goes public like that, it always happens. That was SpaceX
50%.
that went public.
Yeah. 50% is pretty big haircut though, man.
I agree with that. I agree.
So, I mean, he went from being a trillionaire to not a trillionaire anymore.
Okay. Well,
it doesn't bother him. Yeah, it doesn't bother him. So what has to happen next is like the janitors that are, have all these shares, they'll likely sell off when they're allowed to, I think in August, and it'll go down a little bit further and then it'll start going back up.
I agree. That's the way
I don't think he's worried about it.
No,
but
he's not.
Graham is extremely worried about it. He keeps talking about like, what's Elon worth today? I'm like, I don't know. Like, look it up. You've got Google. You can do this. So yeah, he's super worried about why SpaceX is dropping. So we had to have like a 15-minute conversation about it last night, and the fact that it's probably still not done dropping. And he's like, well, so what stock should I buy? I'm like, why? Like, what? Like, I'm not a financial advisor. He's like, well, should I buy Google? I was like, well, I mean, Google's been a really long tear. Like, I don't think it's right now the time to get in.
It's not going to go anywhere.
And he's like, okay, well, then should I buy Apple? I was like, Graham.
He needs to buy oil. He needs to buy oil companies.
Yeah. Well, he's asking me, so should I buy Apple? And I'm like, it's 10 o'clock at night. Can you go to bed? Like, listen, we're not doing this tonight. We can do this on like all the way on the plane ride to Tennessee. How about that? But like at 10 o'clock at night, I need my brain to stop. Yeah, right. I don't need to talk about that. Ooh, I should have. You know what I should do? I should put Uncle Clay's number in his phone.
That's fine.
So he can text Uncle Clay and just ask Uncle Clay all that. Okay. It's an 865 number. So when it comes in, just like mine, it's 865. So
is yours 865? Yours Keith and mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Where 865 is where? Tennessee?
Yeah, East Tennessee. 865. So when you spell it on an old phone, it spells VOL for balls. Yeah. We're cool.
You know anything about them?
I do. I know that they're either going to be really good at football this year or going to go pretty much nowhere in between. I don't think they're going to be okay to decent. It's either going to be like really good or like what happened. It's kind of weird. So I don't know. We'll see. Well, I mean, what are your fake UT people doing? You bought the world,
man.
I mean, you bought the world, so
ramping up.
So how many wins do you get?
I'm not putting the faith that I did last year, even though
see, he started to go hard, then he backed off. Everybody, like you can see it if you're watching this.
You
on
said,
YouTube.
what are they doing? They
he went hard and backed off.
They're ramping up for the run, for the championship run. I'm just not bought in yet.
Okay. So practice starts in 6 days, I think.
I haven't tried to look this year because I remember last year when I was all geeked and ready to roll this time last year, I was like, okay, when is practice? When I'm looking for the practice schedule, surely they've got a schedule.
6 days.
You can't find anything.
Oh, you
couldn't
can
last
find
year.
You can find it. Surely. It's got to be there somewhere. But yeah. So yeah, I don't really know. Like, I'm optimistic-ish, but try to keep my, hopes in line. It's just so hard. I mean, because you don't know, like, one of the players that we paid a bunch of money to come from Ohio State is just not going to play this year. Like, he's just out. He just was like mentally, like, he had a meltdown, so he's just out. So they paid all this money to this kid, and I'm sure, like, it must be bad if he's just not going to play football, right? Because he's obviously not going to get fully paid. But I mean, that's just a risk with this whole transfer portal thing. Like, nobody stays for more than a year or two, and here we go. So it's just awkward. And we just don't have as much money as the fake UTs of the world, right?
Well, I don't know why you're calling them the fake UT when you're sitting here saying they're going to be terrible and y'all don't have any money.
It's because we've been around longer. The University of Tennessee, been around longer. Alamo, Tennessee, tried to help protect you guys. Wouldn't we be in northern Mexico?
We've gone over Davy Crockett. That was great. Sorry you got killed.
Yeah, you guys couldn't even protect one of the best Tennesseans we've ever sent down here. Like, what use are you? But again, if it wasn't for Tennessee, this would be northern Mexico. That's why we're the volunteers. You're welcome.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks for sending David Crockett. Sorry you got killed. Jeez, man. I'm sorry you got killed. We should have done better. That's my fault.
Yeah.
Totally my fault. That's funny. So when we get there tomorrow, we're gonna fly to Knoxville. We're gonna take a little bit of a detour to show the kids the house that they lived in for, a very, very brief time in their life. And then we're gonna go back out, and then we're gonna drive through the University of Tennessee campus. We're gonna let them see Neyland Stadium. They've been there before, they just don't remember it. Drive through, let them see Neyland, let them see the university, and then we'll go kind of through downtown to my first house, which was in the ghetto.
Okay.
So we're going to drive through the ghetto so they can see my first house that I bought back in 1999. And then we're going to head up to the Smokies. So we're going to do a little tour to Knoxville and then take off up to the Smokies. And like our itinerary that we put together, I did it with Claude. I went through it this morning. It seems a bit aggressive for somebody as old as I am.
That's why I asked how many days you're going, because you rattled off a bunch of stuff.
Oh, no, we're doing, like, we have a dinner out every night. I'm like, that seems like a terrible idea. Who put that together? Oh, that was me. Gosh, darn it. So, I mean, we're doing whitewater rafting. We're doing zip lining. We're doing Dollywood. We're going to the caverns. We're floating a river.
How much of a circumference are you going to have to drive to do all of this?
It's not terrible.
Right there?
Yeah, it's not terrible. So the biggest one is going from like Pigeon Forge over the mountain to the North Carolina side. It takes like an hour and a half. It's not far. It's just, mountain
slow
roads.
moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not terrible. As far as the actual ground you have to cover is not bad at all. So it's just, we're going to be going hard. So we might... When we check back in, you might hear that we had to bypass a few,
delete some things.
Few things.
Yeah, I'm expecting that.
God.
I was
already looking because I was like making reservations for stuff, and I was like, last night I was like, oh, I don't know, I want to go out to eat that many nights in a row. Like, because again, we have a condo, like we can just buy food and eat at the condo. I was like,
yeah.
Ew. So anyway, we'll see. It'll be fun though.
It sounds fun.
Yeah. Worst come to worst, we have a little bit less fun. It'll still be good. All right, what else you got?
Have you been to Yellowstone?
I apparently went when I was like 2. I think, but I don't know.
Jamie
Mom
and
will
I
be able to answer that.
Jamie and I went to Yellowstone. The first time we went to Wyoming, there was a bug that just tried to fly on my mouth. And we got there. We got into the park, and I had been studying this map and where I wanted to go, and knowing we're only going to be able to see about make half of the. There's 2 loops, and I knew we're not doing both loops. We'll just do the one loop and be done. And so we got in there that morning, and I wanted to go to this lake. I wanted to park at this lake and kind of walk around there. And so we did. And so I climbed up on this. I'm calling it a mesa. It was probably a 10 or 15 foot climb up a pretty steep embankment, but it was hikeable. There was a trail that you could do it. And so I saw that trail. I was like, oh, I'm going up there. And so got up there, opened up into this real pretty, I'm calling it a mesa, just this flat, grassy pasture looking thing. And it just happened to glance over to my left, and there was 2 buffalo laying in the ground, just chilling.
That's
probably
terrifying.
50 yards from me.
So close enough.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. And I said, Jamie, I hollered down, you come up here. She said, I'm not climbing up there. I said, you are climbing up here right now. Get up here.
It's not climbing up there.
And so she gets up there. I said, look, we thought that was the funniest thing. Like, these 2 buffalo had been out on display, and they were just taking a break up on this mesa. It was so funny. So, and then what we didn't know is for the rest of the day, we were going to see every buffalo that lived in the park standing in the middle of the road stopping traffic.
I've heard about that. Yeah. So did you see that video from like last week or the week before of the buffalo in that camp that tried to kill that old man?
That threw that old man 15 feet in the air?
That was at least 15 feet, right? I mean, that dude was, he was in the air. And again, like the buffalo just came into the camp and like took a nap.
I typically don't feel bad when that happens because people are idiots and they're trying to scratch the buffalo's nose. That dude,
he wasn't anywhere near that thing. And that buffalo's like, hey, you, I'm going to kill you.
You're done.
You're toast, dude. Come here. You look old. You've lived a good life. Come here. Like, golly, man, that was nuts.
That was.
I thought he was going to get away from it because he was like
he was trying to run around the car.
The tree. Yeah. I saw him running around a tree, and then all of a sudden, woo! He went flying. But I mean, they said he's in stable condition, but he broke obviously several.
Broke his leg, I think.
Yeah, like, geez, man, that was nuts.
What happened to you? Well,
what had happened was I was taking a picture of this buffalo from like 100 yards away, and then it was like, hey, I heard that, and it came after me. Like, geez, that was crazy. But I mean, what are you going to do? Like, you can't stop it.
No.
There's nothing you can
do.
So
run faster.
You didn't get thrown in the air by a buffalo?
No.
Huh, that's good.
I guess those, and this was, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago when I didn't know. I didn't know a lot about what the Tetons were, or I knew that there was something called Yellowstone. I didn't know anything. I didn't know what you did.
Sure.
And really didn't know that buffalo were aggressive like that, or could be. And so when those 2 were just chilling over there, I thought,
like, cool.
That's what buffalo do.
And that's how people end up getting hurt, is because they don't know.
That's probably right. Maybe that's right.
They're not, I don't think people go, hey, I think that buffalo can kill me. Let me see if I can scratch its nose.
Yeah.
I think they're like, oh, they look gentle because they're not coming after me. They look gentle. It's just interesting how we, as humans, like automatically look at specific animals and we're like, oh, that one's dangerous. That one's not, for some reason. So yeah, it's interesting to me. Like, I wonder if people would look at like a badger or a wolverine and go, oh, that's kind of small. Looks kind of cute. Don't play with that one. Because most people don't know what a badger or a wolverine looks like, right?
Yeah. Brad and his brother Ray and I went on this elk hunt. It was in West Texas, kind of an adventure thing. But there were holes just in the ground. There were holes everywhere. And I kept daring Brad, $5, stick your arm in that thing.
Yeah, okay. Nope.
He never did it. He wouldn't do it.
Weird. Can't imagine why.
Yeah.
Cannot imagine. Yeah, I mean, a wolverine, like that thing's like, those things are nuts.
My dad had a pet badger when he was a kid.
Got it when it was like a baby or something?
Yeah, got it when it was a baby. Yeah. And tells a story about this group of dogs that attacked it when it was a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and evidently that badger didn't forget that. And when he was older, that another group of dogs, can't promise you it was the same group of dogs, but another group of dogs tried to get after him, and he whooped them.
That's funny.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to that badger.
We should find out. Like what
we had
like,
a baby raccoon when I was in
those
high
things
school.
can be mean too.
Oh my gosh. When she would get mad, just get out of the way.
Yeah.
Get out of the way. But she was so cool. She ate Fruit Loops, she ate grapes. Her and mom
they're trash
had
pandas, so they'll eat anything, right?
Yeah. Her and mom had this routine in the mornings when raccoon is nocturnal. Well, she wasn't. She was a daytime raccoon. But mom's alarm would go off, and immediately that baby raccoon would just start chirping.
Really?
And mom would give her breakfast. I don't remember. Either give her breakfast and then go fill the bathtub up so she could swim in the bathtub, and mom would bathe her. It gave mom almost a full-time job. Now that I'm telling this story.
So what happened to the raccoon?
Well, so we had her for, I think, probably at least a year, somewhere in there. And there's all kinds of stories. I had a JV football game on a Thursday night, and she was in her cage. She had a cage, and she loved her cage. It was her home. It was her. But dad had just got a brand new laptop. I think he got a laptop that day. This is 1993 or 4, somewhere in there.
So that was expensive.
It was his, and it wasn't his laptop. It was his company laptop. Yeah. That raccoon that night somehow got out of her cage and got up on dad's desk and took that laptop apart.
Oof.
Like letters were just scattered everywhere.
I would just pop them off.
And then the funny thing is she knew she was in trouble. They got home and she was up in the spare room bunk beds, just going, "Oh, I'm so sorry.
My bad. That is totally my fault. Like, so I totally regret it. Instant
I know that you know that I did it.
It's obvious it was me. Please don't kill me."
But there was a lady that lives down here somewhere that takes animals like that, licensed by game wardens, by the state, to be a rehab, I guess is what you call it. And so when that raccoon got to where she just wasn't real fun anymore, she was mad all the time. It was time for her to go be a raccoon. And so I took her to that lady, and it was very sad. And I don't know what happened to Penelope the raccoon, but that was her name.
Penelope the raccoon. That's hysterical. I love it. She
was fun.
You're gonna have to ask your dad what happened to the badger.
To the badger.
That's an interesting one.
I will.
So have you ever seen that? There's a video. I think it's like a honey badger. It either gets bit by like a snake, or like it just gets stung so many times by bees that it like just lays down and takes a nap, and then like its body processes through all the poison, and it just gets up and walks away like an hour later.
No.
I'll have to find it. It's hysterical. But yeah, I mean, basically, it's not immune to the poison. It just, so the poison like makes it like really sleepy, but then its body just processes through it, and it's like, yeah, you're cool.
And by that time, the bees have got bored and gone.
Yeah, I can't remember if it's bees and it just got attacked so many times, or it was a snake. I can't remember which one it was, but I remember watching it like, daggum, that's insane. Like that's actually crazy. But yeah, badgers and raccoons, like those things are not the nicest of animals that you can run into. Anything else that you've had that's awesome that's a pet?
We've talked about petting. This is the animal show today. We talked about petting a kanga, raccoons, badgers.
I had a hedgehog.
A bug flying in my mouth again. What the heck?
Just eat it. It's protein, man.
Gross.
I had a hedgehog.
Oh yeah,
named Paco.
Okay.
He was awesome. like when you first get a hedgehog, like if it's not a baby, they're not super nice. So it takes a very long time for them to warm up to you. But I built like around our apartment, I built like this ramp system so it could like walk up and down the stairs and just kind of go wherever it wanted to go. But yeah, Paco was really cool. I had him for probably 5 years. And then one day I came in and he was like dead with his head in his food dish. Just, I guess, eating it, just died. I don't know if he choked to death or he was just like, yeah, I'm on last meal. Let's go. But Paco was really cool.
How much do you pay for a hedgehog?
It was expensive.
Like
I got him from Texas. I think it was like, at the time, it was probably $250 to get it shipped and everything.
One of my friends growing up, Brandon Bridges, had his family raised animals like that. You may have got him from Brandon.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea where in Texas it was, but yeah, it was somewhere here in Texas. Let's see. I also had ducks for a little while. So I thought I was getting ducklings that would like imprint on me and I could keep them in this pen and this, I lived with my sister at the time, my poor sister. God, I kind of feel bad for this one. So I built this really big pen that I could easily change, like, change out so it wouldn't smell, wouldn't be bad. So I had to get them delivered to my mom's house though, because they were obviously they're live. So they needed somebody to actually get them from the mailman when they came in to give them water, all that stuff. Right. So, okay, cool. I sent it to my mom's house because she's going to be there to get them. And then my mom calls me and she's like, do you know what you bought? I was like, yeah, I got 2 little ducklings. And she's like, you got 2? These are not ducklings. These are full-on ducks. I'm like, what are you talking about? And this is before you can take a picture and like send it, right? I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, these are full-on ducks. I'm like, no, it's not. So I go from...
You want to listen to it quack?
So I go from Knoxville to Oak Ridge to pick these things up. And they're in a box, like a box. And I'm like, holy crap, these are 2 full-on ducks. So needless to say, I can't remember what I named them, but they didn't stay long because they were just so big and they were not friendly at all because they didn't want to be around me. I didn't have anywhere I could take them outside and like, because the idea was there was huge grassy areas outside, water and everything. I was going to like work with them. They would like me and they would stay with me when we went outside, right? It was very hard to do. So eventually there was a duck pond at our apartment complex and I just released them there. But one of them got ran over by a car.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was really sad. That was a epic failure on my part. And my sister dealt with it. Like I would have killed me if I was her because these things were loud. Like when they got loud, they got loud.
Incredibly loud.
And I was just like, what was I thinking? But this was before like you could really get on the internet and research like, hey, what's the best way to do this? Don't. Right?
Don't have personal ducks
in an apartment. Like, don't be dumb. So, yeah. And I had a snake, a ball python at one point because I did a project for my biology class where we had to do an experiment and I had mice and I was like, how am I going to get rid of these mice? I don't want to just kill them. So instead I bought a ball python and let the ball python eat them after the experiment was over.
Brad had a snake phase and had I don't remember, his little brother Clint had them too, and if I remember right, Brad was moving from his apartment in San Antonio to wherever he was going at this time, and he couldn't find that snake. And I think I may be lying. I think he may have moved without that snake.
Oh my gosh.
I may be lying. I'm not sure, but I think that's what I remember.
Oh, that's hysterical.
I couldn't find it.
Also terrifying, but hysterical. That's good. I like that. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think I had any other like just wacky pets, but I went through a phase there. I was just like, what am I doing? Like, I gotta stop doing this. This is not good. And now I won't let my kids have any pets. They have a dog. That's all you get. Sorry. Yeah. I already went through that phase of my life. I don't want to go through it again. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
So. All right. I didn't get going. I got to call you.
Have a good trip.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. We're going to miss next week. Sorry. But we'll catch up the week after.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, everybody.